we will defend our dignity and integrity.
Yes.
We are not here courtesy of South Africans. We are not here courtesy of anyone. When South African needed the assistance of Africa, they were all assisted. I mentioned an interview this morning. When Nigeria attained independence, under the first Prime Minister, Alhaji Sir, Abu Bakr Tafawa Balewa, they give them the support they needed. Ghana, the first country independent, they give them the support. Mandela was trained to use a gun by an Ethiopian, Colonel Tesfaye Birru. We must all know the right.
Hello everyone, welcome to GNU According to CD, that is Government of National Unity. So guys, I came across this video and I must give props to Uncle P's podcast because this is where I abstracted this video. And when I watched it, I was like, what the? Like seriously? Oh my word, you guys. We are under siege, fellow South Africans. We are under siege. They have gone so far as having the audacity to tell us on our land, right here at home, our country, that they owe us nothing. They owe us nothing. They owe us nothing. They owe us nothing because during the days of apartheid, they liberated us. They even mentioning their own, I don't know who the people they are mentioning. They are not in our history books. They are not in the Long Walk to Freedom either. They are nowhere registered in any part of our history. Where the F did Somalia ever help South Africa when itself was in tatters? Where? And now this man, and I am telling you guys, these guys have political parties waiting in the wings. Probably they are waiting for a judgment in a court. Usually it's the Cape High Court. And I am telling you, the Cape High Court is going to misinterpret the Constitution anywhere and everywhere they want. Simply because in our Constitution, it says anyone. It doesn't say South Africans. And for these people to be so dishonest about our Constitution, when the Constitution was drafted, it was for South Africans. It had South Africans in mind. We did not anticipate this. We did not ask them. We did not invite them. They brought themselves here, breaking international laws, the provisions of international laws on refugees and asylum seeking. And they came directly here to tell us today on our faces to F off. That's what they are telling us. Why? Because they have organized themselves. And I think they are getting all this courage and confidence because their number is sufficient to get this man. Because I see this man he even says that he just came back from television to tell South Africans where to get off. That they don't owe us anything. They don't owe us anything. This land is as much theirs as it is ours, whether we like it or not. And I think this is a plot, or maybe they are beginning to roll out their strategy. And by doing what? Igniting any other of their nationalities wherever they are. And I think some of them are military trained. Yeah. Some of them are military trained. We must not forget that the majority of these guys, they come from one of the worst terrorist groups in Africa, Al-Shabaab. Forget Boko Haram. Boko Haram is Nigerian and they're cowards. But these ones we've seen their work in Kenya. One bomb after another and after another. But Al-Shabaab, what makes us think as the people of South Africa that we are not going to start seeing the same thing that Kenya was experiencing when they now boldly tell us straight on our faces that they owe us nothing? and that we should be appreciative to them that they are here because they are the people that liberated us. Forget our own heroes. You and I, as South African, know a family member that, and we can even go and point their graves that died for this country. But no, it's them. It's them. And because it is them who brought us this so-called liberation, now they have the right to sell us fake foods, to sell us poisonous food, to do as they please in our country by selling white powder, disrespecting us, and making sure that we are beaten into submission and accepting things. I do see it in my comment section. Accept. I am not going to accept. And no South African is going to accept this bull. Not even one South African is going to accept this bull. This is clear provocation. Clear provocation. They are challenging the people of South Africa straight on. And I am sure as the day and the sun will rise tomorrow, that our intelligence, they are sitting on duty and sleeping. What are the ministers of the security cluster? These raids are not enough. You are being challenged. Not only you are being challenged, but they are creating an environment where the government itself may find it difficult to curb this situation. Not so long ago, I think around the 17th of September 2024, in Pretoria, our capital city, the disrespect for this country that some of these people have. They were marching with machetes, threatening who? South Africans. When are we going to wake up? And I'm talking to the security cluster. Because listen, security cluster, now you are pushing this, and I am not encouraging it, into the hands of South Africans themselves. If you are not going to do something about this, what are the Somalis and Ethiopians doing in South Africa? What are the Bangladeshis and the Pakistanis doing in South Africa? What's going on? Who brought them here and why they're here? Explain it to us. We deserve to know why they are here and why we should accept them. Why they are here. And in order for you to open a business in South Africa, there are requirements according to our immigration laws. Why those laws are being disrespected and flouted. And this is what we are getting as a result. They owe us nothing. We must shut up because they helped us during the days of apartheid. I don't know what they did. Like I said, every South African family, black, will be able to take you to the grave of a person that fought for this country, shot and killed by the apartheid regime. But they say they helped us. How? They are talking about some names that we never even heard of before. They are throwing in Nigeria. Nigeria only made a noise. Only a noise. And we know the Nigerians, the students that saying that they accepted, they threw acid at them, South Africans. But we're not saying anything about that. They're mentioning Ghana. Well, Ghana, if we can even mention Ghana, Ghana are not even a problem. Very cool people, very respectful. They mind their own businesses. They commit no crimes. And I'm not saying all of them, though. But the rest of you, pack your bags and go. You don't belong here, and you never will. This is not your land. Go fight for your own. Go fight for that shithole of yours. Not South Africa. This really, like I said in my other video, I'm so tired, guys. I am so tired, honestly speaking. And I don't know how long are we still going to be patient, and yet the security class of this country is not listening to South Africans. You guys are not. Only Dr. Schreiber is listening to us. Yeah, he may have his fault here and there, but he's still listening to South Africans. Oh, the police minister was busy in Ekurhuleni. No, sir. People ran away. Why haven't you gone? You need to cover these areas that are full of these people. Where I am right now, Pakistani shops are operating nicely. These are Pakistanis and Bangladeshis and Somalis as well as Ethiopians. Life is good. Life is normal because they don't owe us anything. Now they are able to, to form groups and stand and take videos and challenge the people of South Africa straight on our faces. The same man told South Africans that the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa is a supreme law of the land. Correct. But for the people of South Africa. And he says he's going to use that in court to fight for their rights on our courts, in our courts, against the people of South Africa, because he wants to open a political party that deserves to be in the South African parliament. This man who's telling his enthusiast groups, probably he's a member of the Al-Shabaab, I don't know. If you really have to investigate him, probably that's where you're going to end up. South Africa turned into Somalia. Do you know that Somalia for the past 4 decades has not had a government? It's an anarchy. And they want to bring this anarchy here in South Africa. But before it's brought to South Africa, you need to beat South Africans into submissions. We need to be submissive to them. Sooner or later, they're going to demand for Sharia law to be instilled or installed in South Africa. They are going to grow in numbers. Some of them are being helped by the South African women who are too dumb to see the damage they are causing this country. No, guys, this is enough. This is enough. I am telling you, I'm so tired. You have no idea. The government is not listening. The government is not listening. What are we to do now? South Africans, honestly speaking, we've been challenged on our faces. This is a challenge. Not only a challenge, also a provocation. On our land. They left their own and came here illegally. And they're demanding things now and telling us straight on our faces because they've become so comfortable. And our newsrooms and news houses are giving them all the airtime they need to spread this message, because the aim here is to beat South Africans into submission. That is why we are going to tune in and listen and hear them say these things. Because why? They are protected by NGOs who are powerful with powerful lawyers against South Africans. No, I'm so sorry. My blood is boiling right now. If yours doesn't, I don't know then. I don't know. I don't know.
Guys, this bread I bought more than 2 weeks ago at a spaza shop, Sama Pakistan. They're my friends' spazas. It's still fresh, it's still bouncy, there's no odor, there's no mold, there's nothing. It's still as I bought it. it seems what they do is change ama packaging, and they buy these breads wherever they buy them from in bulks, and then change ama package every week, and then you think you're buying fresh bread, but clearly it's not. I've kept this slice of bread in this water for more than 2 hours now, but look at it. It's not breaking. It's still standing. It's like a sponge. Look at this. How is this healthy? How is this safe for our families, for our communities, for our children? How do we continue feeding our children this kind of food every day? Guys, we are dying a slow death.
You the quality control man, I need. Do you think it's fair to put these things on the floor here? It's not fair.
Yes, sis. Alamakula ngagina zidlisa udoti bafethu. Hayi. Yayibheka osasa umaphezu kwawo. Yes, sis, nazidlisa udoti. Alamakula ngagina zidlisa izinsila guys, udoti lento le amasimba nje kuphela. Sis. Ubheke ya ubheke yo bafethu. Masidla udo. Hayi ubheke yo. Abantu badla udoti lo amasi.
They are fighting to delete us so they can take over this country. Oh yeah, sooner or later, South Africa is going to be an Islamic state. Not only Islamic state, but a Sharia law Islamic state. You watch and see.